So they found a whale skeleton in the middle of the Sahara Desert, and they don't really know how it got there.
If you hear this during adoration, leave.
Hi guys, we're back today with a new video. Yep, you know how we do it. Before I jump into today's video, could you please like, subscribe and comment to help me boost my YouTube channel and recommend it to friends and family and people you think might be interested in this kind of content. Welcome in new subscribers. We've now surpassed 200 subscribers. So yes, welcome all, much appreciated. I appreciate every single one of you guys. That being said though, shall we dive into today's video? Yeah, I hear ya. Let's go, let's do it. Guys, that being said, let us go. Let's do it.
He was hiking at night when he sees this. A man named Alex Vázquez from Mexico uploaded a horrifying video while hiking down a cerro in Aguascaliente. He's unable to make it back before sundown, so he decides to take a lit path near a road when he noticed by a hill someone or something was watching him.
Oh heck. It's just pure black, like a shadow. That's
Standing
creepy.
at a hill by a gated area is the dark silhouette of a hatted man.
Dark, it's black.
Many people who report seeing this strange shadow entity wearing a brim hat always see it under traumatic situations, like after a nightmare or a sleep paralysis episode, making this strange figure's intention a total mystery. The man keeps his distance and records the figure as he continues walking along.
That's a fuck
If
that.
you see this flash, run. A security camera captured this horrifying scene when a man was returning home at 7 PM when something struck him out of nowhere.
What the fuck?
All of a sudden an orb appears and knocks him off his feet. He woke up in the hospital with 24 stitches
I'm not
and
surprised.
no memory of the event. Nothing was found on the scene.
How violent
Some
was
neighbors
that?
come to help after noticing what happened, but their dog seems to sense something in the direction where it just came out of nowhere.
That was fucked up. That never happens to me. Top scary ghost that will freak you and creep you. Freak you and creep you.
Was it Mary? Mary?
Part 5.
You mean you no harm? We know you're in there. We've seen you. Where are you, Mary?
Mary.
Mary?
Did you see it?
I didn't see nothing.
Mary?
Are you in there, Mary? You little bitch.
Mary? Are you still in there, Mary? You can come out now. My name's Thomas.
Hi, Thomas.
Hello.
Oh!
Shocked by what they just witnessed, Sabrina posts her video to TikTok. Many viewers asked Sabrina in the comments why she and her husband didn't go up into the room to investigate.
That's why.
So, Sabrina explains that the room is inaccessible, as the staircase leading up to it is just too unsafe to climb.
I can get in there. Following footage was
There it
captured.
is.
Oh, I've got seat rest.
Found it. There's the attic room. I don't think we're allowed to do this, but
Do it, lad. Go on.
let's go for it.
Yes. Bloody hell, it's a really small room.
It is freezing cold in this room.
Sabrina says she even showed her footage to the Aston Hall security team, and they too were shocked and confused by what she had captured.
If you hear this during adoration, leave. Sandy was at Our Lady of Grace in Greensboro when a peaceful moment of prayer turned into a nightmare as a man
fucking
inside was
exorcism.
making sounds that didn't seem human.
Says it's an exorcist. An exorcism.
He reacts aggressively to the holy water.
Sorry for that, I was really constipated.
Fearing a violent attack, she brought a police officer, but he quickly realised this was beyond the police.
Police is like,
So he
fuck
called
this.
the priest in. As the priest began the rite, Sandy left, fearing that the entity might choose her next after it's expelled. One night, a man noticed his cat Corey suddenly refused to eat and go downstairs, completely afraid of something down there.
You okay, Corey?
Who the fuck
Okay.
calls the cat Corey?
You
I've
come
got a brother
downstairs?
called Corey.
Oh, she's gonna come downstairs this time. You coming down? You alright, Corey?
Ah,
For whatever
K-O-R-R,
reason, Corey
why?
refuses to
sorry.
come downstairs and gets frightened whenever she's near the steps. Strangely enough, that very same night this behavior began, he had a dream about a demon that was hiding downstairs, and he had to stay upstairs to be safe. After many days, she eventually musters the courage to go downstairs, but when she finally does, something creepy is captured on the CCTV camera he has set up down there.
the cat definitely senses something.
The cat can be seen staring at the door downstairs before getting scared and running back upstairs, right before the door begins to open on its own and the skateboard slides down. A few nights later, his daughter is staying over at his house, and while she's playing downstairs, this happens.
The little toy's moving. She don't know, neither, bless her. Skateboard again. We've got a Tony Hart's ghost here.
Things start moving and falling over again, and just afterwards she goes running upstairs telling her dad she saw someone in the kitchen. The next night, Corey comes running out of the bedroom meowing in a panic.
Corey,
The door
meowing.
slams shut by itself, so he pulls his phone out to record, and this happens.
Corey was in my bedroom just a second ago, and she came running out, did this weird meow, really loud meow, and well, yeah, the door, like she was literally just in there. It like slammed itself shut. Corey came out, like poor Corey. She came out, like looking terrified, and then it opened again. It just keeps opening and closing itself. Like it's never done this before.
They found a
That
whale
shit built then.
skeleton in the middle of the Sahara Desert, and they don't really know how it got there. Well, they actually found more than one. As a matter of fact, close to 1,000 whale skeletons were uncovered in this part of the desert, first
the
found
desert?
in 1902, with a near-perfect skeleton, almost fully intact, discovered as recently as 2016. Some claim it may be an indicator of a certain lost civilization that got swept by the sea. Because about 5 to 10,000 years ago, science shows the entire Sahara Desert was actually a luscious green oasis, and even hosted what would be the largest lake in the world, known as Lake Megachad. Yeah, really,
Lake
that's what it's called, and it was
Megachad.
bigger and deeper than any other lake on Earth. Except, last I checked, whales don't really live in lakes. Even the biggest lake in the world, the Caspian Sea, which, yes, it's called the sea, but it's technically considered the world's largest lake, has
Makes
no
sense.
whales. Oceans have whales. But the only way they could have ever reached this far inland into the Sahara where their bones were found is if the area was completely submerged by the ocean. Which is exactly what would have happened if something like, I don't know, worldwide cataclysms that reset civilization and flooded kingdoms like Atlantis went down. But I don't know, it's just a theory. The Sahara Desert is one of the least studied places on Earth due to its harsh climate.
I like how it just cuts out. That's some height, is that? They missed her. They missed the person. I think it were a girl. They missed her. The shit gets. That hurt. That hurt me watching.
I see somebody that lost their rabbit ass mind. Now, would you climb a staircase that's hanging off the side of a cliff?
Fuck no.
I want y'all to meet China's Sky Ladder. Or in other words, the world's most dangerous staircase.
No chance.
With over 4,000 steps. With these staircases being on a 90-degree angle, watch out. Now, the height of this is over 4,700 feet above sea level.
Is that real?
In other words, one false move, it's a hell of a drop. Now, they say it takes approximately 3 hours to make it up this tall ladder. It's all about your endurance and your willingness to make it to the top. Some even say when the wind blows, the ladder sways like no other. Now, for those that are afraid of heights, they have rest points. But keep in mind, you are still in the sky. And some even say looking down is not recommended because you might get a little woozy. Now, me personally, I wouldn't be able to do it.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm not willing to meet my maker yet. But hey, would you be willing to
doing, you
climb
crazy
up
bitch?
these stairs?
It's the moment we've all been waiting for the first time in 64 years. The Artemis Prime crew have finally reached the dark side of the moon. And guess what? I'm no moon expert, but it looks the fucking same as the other side. I was at least expecting a Starbucks or maybe a drive-through KFC, even a petrol station doing fuel for under £2. But no, there's fuck all there. They've driven 227 fucking thousand miles in a static caravan to get there for no one to be in. I would have tried the Ring doorbell. Tell you what, once you finish playing Pinball Wizard with the Planets, try and get yourself home, because there's a fucking war going on. Alright, my darlings, dark side of the moon. Who do you think you are, Darth fucking Vader? I've said it, no.
What's that? Oh, a manned
Who's pulled on his
submersible
pisser?
dove 31,000 feet below sea level.
Get that.
And found many
it's real
different
and not
new
AI.
species. Tell me more. After diving about 31,000 feet below sea
Probably is real though. At bottom at depths of any ocean, there will be shit like that that exists. Creepy, man.
sea level, they came across thousands of different species which are well down in the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean that don't get any sunlight, and they found some really interesting species, many of which they said that they cannot announce because they feel that it would cause some sort of chaos. That's so comforting. It did say that the mere size of some of these species that they came across were so large that it would make a mansion house look small. I love that. They said many of them glowed,
I wouldn't be surprised though.
and one of them smashed into their submersible. Oh, goody.
I think you're going to want to hear me out on this, because I have a reason for why I'm talking about it. Is something big about to happen? Something huge and unexpected? Because we're seeing different posts on social media from the elites or the powers to be that makes me think there's something going on. Or maybe they're just talking. But let me show you something that clicked today. So Robert Bigelow, the head of Bigelow Aerospace, who's a big UFO researcher, he posted something about what he called an impending mass extinction event. Yeah, that's what he was talking about in this clip. Now, these mass extinction events have happened in the past to Earth several times. At least 5 times that scientists and researchers know of. But they don't just happen. In fact, they don't happen every 1,000 years, every 10,000 years, or even every 100,000 years. So why is Robert Bigelow talking about one of these events? Like it's imminent, like it's gonna happen any day. Which I don't believe, just so you know. And this comes right after something else that's very suspicious. Grimes, the ex of Elon Musk, said a massive population drop is going to happen. I made a video about that yesterday. She didn't say it might happen. She said it's going to happen like it's a fact.
Oh, fuck.
And then, like I said before, we get Robert Bigelow, the billionaire who owns his own aerospace company, talking about a mass extinction event. Is this a coincidence or is it something else? I don't know, but I personally don't believe something like that is going to happen.
Well, you don't know. That would explain why all these billionaires are suddenly creating their own nuclear bunkers underground. It would explain a lot. Something will happen one day. Whether it happens in our lifetime is another thing. If it does happen, I hope it's quick and I hope it's painless. That's about as the most humane thing I can say, because, well, there's no escaping it if it's going to happen. Me, you, or everybody else. No, so you got a few billion quid in your bank, which I don't.
But you never know. Let me know your thinking.
Got about $10.
Shabadoo.
Well, we are territorial primates, and that makes sense that that's what we do. The thing that always fascinates me about particularly the Greys, they seem to be genderless, and they seem to have no muscle at all. They seem to have enormous heads, and the stories, at least, the anecdotal accounts of people having communication with these creatures is that they communicate in some way telepathically.
Yeah.
If you transcend all of our weird biological needs, like all the things that are attached to being a human being, ego, lust, greed, desire to conquer, desire to control resources, all those things are territorial primate instincts. In one of the conversations I had yesterday with my friend Theo, we were talking about like what's happening to people's bodies. Is that people are slowly, we're consuming microplastics and phthalates and all these things that are reducing our reproductive system, our testosterone's dropping.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All this stuff like leads you to say, well, where does this go ultimately?
Social media has flooded with alleged Bigfoot sightings over the past few days, including sightings across Portage and Trumbull counties, along trails and wooded areas. It's even caught the attention of Portage County Sheriff Bruce Sachowski.
10 individual people. They're like, yeah, I was walking my dog at 4 a.m. and I saw this hairy figure and I smelled this musty odor and there was this big thing and all of a sudden it ran.
It's led to other businesses also joining in on the fun, like this auto shop just on the road from Dr. John.
Even my sister-in-law, she's a big fan of it, so I think she actually does believe in it, and she's, excited about it.
But Garrettsville police say they haven't received any calls related to the urban legend, and even Dr. John has his doubts.
You got all these trail cams, especially out here in all these farm countries and hunting, and he's never been picked up, so I find that kind of sketch.
The chiropractor isn't sure how much longer this excitement will last, but he does know what he'll do if he comes face to face with the legend himself.
If Bigfoot ever did show himself, I would definitely adjust him.
Adjust him? What's that mean? What's adjust him mean? Never heard that before. But yeah, if he is real, sooner or later we will find out. But AI doesn't work because, well, its credibility is destroying the Bigfoot theory now, because every footage is pretty much AI that we see in 2025, 2026. So yeah, it's getting more fiction than real now, I'm afraid. But I live in UK, I don't live in US, so we've got no sightings of Bigfoot whatsoever. I wish we did, but we don't. So yes, guys. Well, there we have it, guys. That's another video done and dusted. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, could you please like, subscribe and comment and help me boost my YouTube channel and recommend it to friends and family of people who think might be interested in this kind of content. And yes, appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for the nice comments. Thank you for the bad comments, I guess. Bastards. That being said though, guys, I shall see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.